David, I've built a model of Captain Torres and 3 strikes. Based on your hypothesis and mission parameters
From the past, I ran a precision combat simulation. But it failed.
Bummer. Why didn't it work?
Reasons in sensuous order are: 1. Your hypothesis is trash. 2. The parameters you gave me are trash.
Did I do something to tick you off?
3. Captain Torres is a singularity.
So the values diverge. But what about this one? 4. 3 strikes is a singularity.
That's outside the confidence interval. The possibility that it's 1, 2, or 3 is 99%.
What?
significance is high.
Try this. This is 3 Strike's data before he's assigned to the LRSSG.
Do you want any context for what is happening?
No.
Oh, fuck no.
Okay, basically, crazy man
We
with a
said no.
submarine.
No, we said no.
We said no. Push button, let's play.
You fucking think that's context?
The Erusian military is gathering its remaining naval forces at Anchorhead Bay. Apparently, they're even bringing in ships from the Mothball fleet. This is probably to reinforce their naval power in preparation for the showdown in Farbanti. We've received intel that the Alicorn will also be joining them.
From which source, Brigadier General? There's a possibility the Alicorn's former crew have been tasked with sabotage.
Your job is to analyze the enemy's weaponry. From now on, speak only when authorized. I don't hear a response.
May I be authorized to speak first, sir?
When we're done, I'll be talking to your superiors. Here's your mission. LRSSG is to raid Anchorhead, carry out airstrikes on Anchor Bay to the north and Dockyuk Bay to the south, inflicting all possible damage. If we can strip the port of its naval functions, we can also prevent the submarine from joining forces.
The area around Anchorhead is Erusian territory. To delay hostile detection, you will sortie in small numbers and make your way in at super low altitudes.
Small sortie. Who's going?
Count, Lanza, Hujan, and Trigger. 4 aircraft from Strider Squadron will be deployed.
Well, all right, I got this.
To cover our lack of numbers, we're giving you plenty of opportunities to resupply. Look here, we've set up multiple return lines. Make full use of them to resupply and change armaments. Also note that the enemy will not be able to mount a defense immediately after detecting it. Use this window to destroy high-threat targets. That should make things much easier for you.
It should also raise the survival rate.
Survival rate, huh?
The element of surprise and resupplying are the key. Beyond that, I just need a couple of pilots who will stick to my orders. We don't need an ace to succeed. Got anything to say? Good.
Brigadier General,
That is all.
David, go on.
let me share the career of Mateus Torres, captain of the submarine Alicorn. Does anyone know how his people hailed him?
A bit unfair to provide us with next to no hints, don't you think?
Fair enough. The hero of Cumberth Harbor is the answer. He was a captain of the battleship Tanager at the time of the Continental War. It led Aegir Fleet, the Invincible Armada. But when the fleet was destroyed at Cumberth Harbor, so was his ship.
Yet, he's the hero?
He was able to bring most of his crew home with accurate damage control and precise evacuation orders. Then there's the accident with the Alicorn. Many believe that if they stay with him, they'll live. Transfer from surface to underwater is unusual. However, considering his skill and reputation, along with the fact that the Alicorn is no ordinary submarine, it all makes sense.
It'll be a difficult mission to carry out with 4 aircraft. Still, I'd like to add one more to the mission conditions.
What, you want to make it even harder?
I want a 100% survival rate for the sortie. Any other number and the mission will be considered a failure.
So anyways, Novel, you had a question.
So is this a civilian facility?
Maybe. Don't worry about it.
Crow, I swear to fucking God.
I'm glad that we're good at consistency at the very least.
Well, I mean, why not go out the way we came in?
With a bomb?
Sure. Speaking of bombs... Oh, nope, not that one. Also, yeah, that's gonna come into play a tiny bit later.
That was a big bomb. It looked like it had a knife on the back of it.
Yep. Yeah, no, that's a giant fuck-off laser.
Oh, okay.
I question you, Crow.
Queen's Custom?
In what way?
You have chosen to plant a very weird flag in the game that is your LP, baby. Yes, it's kind of weird to bring this up on fucking Ace Combat 7, but like, this is your legacy, man. War crimes.
We already did Donkey Kong.
I was just gonna bring that up, so...
Oh no, can't have the predictive lock on. Gotta have the anti-stealth.
Honestly, the predictive lock-on would have been the better choice. Because there's a lot of fucking clouds in this mission.
I thought you were good at this series.
Strider Squadron, proceed to runway.
I mean, normally I cut all this out to cover up how, like, you know, fucking by the seat of my pants I do, but because it's you guys, I have nothing but contempt for you, so you get to see all of this shit.
Love you too, Crow.
Nothing but contempt, and yet comes to us saying, hey, can you both come and I need you to cover this long video. You could have pulled the tanks and just thrown it at the both of us. You could have left, gone and done something else for the night. And just
it wouldn't be the first time I finished somebody else's LP for them.
I know.
I can almost touch the water.
Well, I mean, there was that one time in Prince of Persia where I basically had you dub over Ardix and replace him completely.
Well, I mean, Ardix also decided to finish the game for you.
True. And also, technically, you're once again replacing Ardix in this video, so... Again, history has a way of repeating itself.
So clearly, we're just all bad at finishing our own damn games.
Yep.
Nice, Trigger. There's no enemy movement yet. Gobble up all the high-value targets. Forget about your manners.
Okay, yeah, no, this is civilian. You don't have infrastructure like that in a fucking military installation.
Warm up to get back in the game.
What the fuck?
I mean...
This will make things easier later. You sure we'll get a positive result this time? Yes, Lieutenant General Shepard. Operation Domino's is going.
Operation Dominoes.
Well, yeah, you gotta complete the mission in 30 minutes or less.
Or the bombs are free.
Yeah. I mean, you joke about that, but there actually literally is a mission in this game where the punchline is they were delivering pizza.
No.
Enemy air defense is confirmed.
When did this game come out, vis-a-vis Metal Gear Solid 5?
Last year.
2019, so probably a couple years after 5.
Oh shit, I didn't realize it was 19. I thought it was 20.
It's okay, 2020 didn't happen.
Yeah.
Sir, there's a few of them. We've done damage to the port and ship.
Command won't accept this report. Do whatever it takes to shoot them down. Should have brought my air to ground missiles.
A bomb would work fine. I wiped them out with one hit.
All right. We've wiped out most of their forces in the urban area.
God, this camera actually, like, nauseates me a little bit.
The motion blur?
Motion blur combined with Crow's flying? I hesitate to call it
falling with style.
Yeah.
Falling with style.
I mean, yeah, you and C. Jacobs, for some reason, yeah, you both, like, just are absolutely just nauseated by the way I play the game.
Well, you are committing war crimes. So...
I mean, Maybe if you didn't swing the camera around like some sort of drunken albatross.
If we can get him clear.
Look, there's a right way to play this game, and then there's a wrong way to play this game. I'll let you make your own value judgments on which of the two styles
It's
I'm
the correct
employing
way
right now.
to not play so that you don't end up in a moral quandary.
No, the correct way is to just lie to yourself repeatedly and say that you're doing a good job, and no one is actually really dying down there. I assume that's how most real-world fighter pilots get through their days, too, so...
Target is Vice Chief of Naval Ops, Rear Admiral Samuel Prynne, sending coordinates.
Anyways, it's time for a targeted assassination.
Oh, good.
Okay.
If you have a visual on the target, shoot it down. Trigger.
So I've been like completely zoned out. Who did we just kill?
I don't know.
Here we go.
Somebody. Oh, we
Yeah,
I think we killed their Secretary of the Navy.
Yeah,
who
like
decided to
some
get in a
vice admiral or
plane
Who was
while
Jeff?
a plane
Flying around in a jet
Yeah, he-
fighter.
Yeah, he got in a helicopter to get the fuck out of Dodge, and yeah, we killed him as he was retreating.
Okay, it was a helicopter. Like I said, I'm like completely tapped out. I don't give a shit what's happening.
We are continuing a fine tradition of Ace Combat commentary.
Damn straight. Trigger.
At least I'm vaguely talking about the game.
Oh yeah,
3 strikes is showing a stellar performance.
but it's still a fine tradition of not knowing what's going on, not really caring.
Oh, God, now we add rain to the mix.
Yep.
Are your bones hurting yet?
Quite a few of them, but there's still some left. Trigger's wiped out the enemy's AA guns.
Good. Friendly's.
How many bombs are on your plane?
A bunch of them.
Okay, how many bombs should a normal plane be able to carry? I mean,
Not this many.
Not this many, yeah.
do your bombs regenerate?
Yes. Also, just something to point out in the radio chatter there was an important name drop that's going to come up later in the game.
I'm not paying attention to the chatter. It's too hard to pay. Honestly, it's...
Yep.
I mentioned this in the last one that we recorded, whatever that was. But basically, it's just... I feel like it's definitely a game that you're meant to play more than once to even understand what's going on, because, like, you're in the middle of trying to fly a plane.
Oh god, yeah, and like Metal Gear Solid is playing out in the background over the radio with like...
Yeah.
Like, literal, like, military command chain conspiracies going on.
It also,
That, again,
this is a weird personal thing for me, but with where the plane is centered on the screen, down low to the bottom, I understand that they have the text, the subtitles up top, so that they're not in the view, but, like, you can't read them up there, because everything you need to focus on is on the lower half of the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all of the voice stuff is, for authenticity, tossed through a radio filter, and it's not that loud compared to everything else.
Target enemy aircraft.
Not
Yeah,
to
like,
mention, you
this
can
is-
also hear, like, other stuff happening that is not subtitled.
yeah. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of unsubtitled dialogue in the game.
Contact lost. There's multiple friendlies.
I think it's not subtitled because the game's basically giving priority to whatever line of text enters its subtitling first. Because otherwise, if it's trying to subtitle everything, you would see the subtitles competing.
Yeah. Also, there is like mission critical subtitles like that have like the blinking exclamation marks. Those take top priority. Then there's the regular scripted dialogue, which is like stuff like this that shows up.
Yeah.
And then yeah, background incidental dialogue just gets no subtitles whatsoever, and that's stuff that plays whenever.
Yeah, like, they're obviously going to have priorities in place for, like, what is going to get a subtitle, but it is still... It's the same thing. Like, if you're trying to pay attention to the story and fly the plane and all that, like, the reason I can actually look up there right now and pay attention to it is because I'm not flying this plane.
Yeah.
Triggers turn the shipyard into a...
But to be fair, they do treat this series a lot like an arcade game with the scores and stuff.
Yeah.
It is clear you're meant to replay.
I was gonna say, like, it's kind of weird having the time and the score there when it's not a mission-critical objective.
Like, yeah, the score count definitely is mission critical for this one. But yeah, like there's enough targets here where like even if you're playing like really shittily, you should be able to meet the par threshold quite easily.
Yeah. Well, I also just mean like having a time, you know, keeping track of time for a mission and your high score on it, and the fact that I know it does have ranks on missions as well. Like, it does mean that the intent is for you to play it all again.
Yeah.
And I certainly know that I watched my brother play the game like over and over to get S ranks. So like, yeah, if a game grabs you in that manner, then sure. And as you do that, you're gonna learn the story one way or another because it's gonna be playing in your ear.
Oh God, yeah.
Why the cruiser Indio was deemed such a threat.
Hostile ships approaching from the southeast. It's a large fleet with Aegis vessel Metas and battleship Dysnomia numbering among them.
To fight a pristine fleet after all that?
So knowing the only things I know about this franchise, I have learned in the, like, 3 episodes across however many games I have been in this Mega LP.
Reach the target, Captain.
There's a lot of weird names all over the place that I don't understand how you have Chinese next to Greek next to... Like, what's the culture here where that happens?
Think Earth, but they threw it in a bag, jumbled it up, and spilled it out onto a map.
Yeah. Like, we're effectively playing as, like, America right now, as part of, like, an American imperialist military presence on a continent that is effectively, like, almost like literally in universe, the United States of Eurasia.
Enemy behind you! Heads up!
My plane is icing up.
So it's fucking everything, just like FP said, just like shoved into a bag, like just beat against the wall a couple of times.
Okay, so you're not actually meant to think about it. It's just they named things because they sounded cool.
Basically, yeah, like Erusea, the country that we're fighting against, is mainly just like sort of fantasy fascist France with a lot of like Norse mythology thrown in there too.
Doesn't literal actual Spain exist though?
Sapin does. It's Spain with the letters twisted around. Although literally Italy apparently exists in Strange Rail.
I thought that there was a literally actually just this is just the actual country existed in one of those European countries. I thought it was Spain, but I guess I'm wrong.
Yeah, because like in one of the missions, like if you do like super well on it, like Longcaster, your AWACS basically says like, after this we're all gonna go out for some nice Italian bistro.
Impact at the UAV's coordinates.
And how far into the series did that line crop up?
That's literally this game, about probably 4 missions ago.
So
Also,
they should have known better by then.
Yeah.
Sounds like something bad is happening.
Yeah, holy shit!
That's...
Trigger, you hanging in there?
Firebombs in the sky? Oh no, it's this guy.
Yep.
Analysis shows the projectile was a railgun shell. We're currently determining the launch site.
Don't think that's how railguns work.
Yeah, I don't think they.
You don't know that.
They don't explode in midair. I'm pretty sure they just keep traveling. That's the point, isn't it?
I mean, depends on the kind of shell it's firing, I suppose.
Head back. I want that 100% survival rate.
I don't know, I'm not gonna pretend to be a military expert, but like... I'm pretty sure they're supposed to fire a slug really far. Not, you know, things that can explode.
Missile away. Strider 1,
I feel like a railgun with impulse would cause whatever explodes, or would cause a thing that explodes to just explode in the chamber.
Well, I don't know. You try arguing with, you know, the lunatic who has the submarine that has the railgun on it, plus also the capability to launch multiple unmanned and manned aircraft from it as well.
I think I will.
Yeah,
Your
we'll just
weapons
hire
seem unrealistic.
Yeah, we'll hire Solid Snake, and he'll take down whatever freak show boss is using a railgun.
Oh, you sound downright ecstatic. All right, Trigger, let's go get him.
Oh, good luck with that lunacy.
By the way, are we still a convict and everybody hates us?
Oh no, we're out of plane jail now.
Or are we a war hero now?
Yes. And we brought Count with us, so he's out of plane jail too.
I didn't even remember he existed in that mission.
Oh yeah, he's the guy who murders Full Band accidentally.
I choose to interpret plane jail as a real actual thing, and you were just locked up in a big-ass jail cell with your plane.
From my understanding, that's almost exactly what happened. But basically, we were bad. We did a thing that killed somebody important on accident.
Yeah, we killed the president accidentally.
We killed the president on accident, and so everybody's mad at us, but we're the best pilot that we got, so everybody is reluctantly working with us. And the captain dude there, or the commander in charge of you, and they're literally using prison labor, but as plane pilots.
It's basically just the Suicide Squad.
I was about to make a joke about, like some sort of Suicide Squadron.
Yeah, shut up. But yes, it's literally...
Fuck you!
It's literally that.
And basically, yeah, everyone but you and Count die over the course of plane jail.
Oh, so it's Halo Reach, but done badly.
Contact imminent.
Oh, it was Halo Reach, but done fucking amazing. Are you kidding me? Like, FP, you were there for Faceless Soldier. You saw how badass that mission was.
Three strikes. He lacks the drive.
Also, I feel bad for cutting Captain Torres off there, but don't worry. As soon as we come back out of the resupply, he'll get going again.
Like, no, you don't. You want to cut him off. Don't give him the... Oh, okay, he's still going. Never mind. We probably took like 20 minutes to go out and do that, and he's still going.
Yeah. Partway through, he just starts asking who John Galt is.
Three strikes has that.
He looks so calm and composed, but those are always the most feared.
Yep. Oh yeah, and here's the thing though, he doesn't really start melting down until the end of DLC 3, so...
Impact, now!
Like, for Torres, this is actually him at his most calm and rational right now.
Pretty hard. That was definitely a free lunch if there ever was one. Mission complete. Return to base. Withdraw from the operation airspace. You completed the mission.
There's like 13 minutes left. I don't think this mission's over.
Yeah, what the fuck? I just scrolled over to check the timer on the video.
090, SU-47s.
Malta! Missile! Behind you! Malta!
Strider 3 is hit.
Good. Now we have less goons to deal with. Do it, Scream!
Ah, great, not you two again.
Engage to let Strider 3 escape. We're calling off the withdrawal. Both of you, watch out for their missiles.
Do we have a laser?
Yes.
As soon as I heard it.
It may be that the enemy's missiles have stealth capabilities. Their missiles may hit you immediately after your missile alert goes off.
So that's the trick.
Oh, that's a hell of a baseline. Hell yeah.
Brigadier General Clemens is radioing enemy aircraft on Ocean channels.
Too late. Trigger's already started. I repeat, withdraw. Don't let anyone think you can sum it up. 3 strikes is going down. They're responding. You goddamn idiots.
You're calling me an idiot again? I'll kill you.
You simply keep go to hell together.
I hope that laser is, you're just firing it as you're trying to target on this guy, and hopefully no one on the ground is getting hit by it.
I mean, it doesn't have that long a range, as you can clearly see by me not hitting anything.
Well, you didn't have him lined up. Something. Anybody in an active war zone is an enemy combatant. Whatever makes everybody here sleep better at night.
Yeah.
Dirty tricks aren't all they've got. The whole thing's material.
So yeah, basically, if Torres' insanity wasn't enough, now we've also got these two lunatics to deal with too.
Are you having fun doing loops with that guy?
Yep.
Righto.
You know, I was complaining about the camera earlier, but Jesus Christ.
Like, this is legitimately, like, one of the funnest boss battles in the game. I'm not kidding.
So the other can get on your ass.
I've never been chased so hard by a man.
And of course, meanwhile, you've got Captain Genocide tracking you with his murder drones the whole time, too.
10 seconds to contact. Missile away.
So, oh god, I missed that one. Time to run.
Come walk on me. Can you go crazy even outside the job center?
As long as I've got you in a strong wind.
What the fuck happened to this song?
Oh, it gets even crazier. Just give it a second.
Trigger, you gotta watch your own back.
Watch it.
There are no other ways to solve problems except for planes.
Basically.
Planes are life.
When all you have is a plane. I have a back half to this joke, but I think it's in such incredibly poor taste, I'm not going to say it.
Yeah, probably for the best.
Like, I commented that, like, why, like, there are ground forces. Why are there even ground forces? Clearly planes are the superior technology in this universe.
One comes for my ass, you take him down. I seem to have a crush on
Except
planes
for
and
planes.
boats.
Just watch me work my chops on.
Boats are only useful because they can deploy planes, or they have anti-planes. That's it. Yes, I know it's anti-air. But, like, planes are clearly the most powerful force in this entire universe. Why do they bother with anything else?
Well, I mean, you're not gonna see the Alicorn at full power until, like, next video, so...
I'm not gonna see next video, so fuck off. Fuck it doesn't matter.
So, speaking of someone who's not gonna see the next video either... So yeah, Novel, listen to how fucked up the song gets now.
I mean, right now it just sounds like your pretty bog standard prog jam.
I can't do this alone. You're so smart. You know that?
Granted, I will admit my standards for bog standard are kind of immediately fucked up with the phrase prog jam.
So yeah, the song has like 3 variations. There's the version that plays when both the siblings are alive. Then it has 2 permutations depending on which one of them you take out first. And there's some really nice musical storytelling that goes along with this because if you take Rage out first, like the song like has a complete meltdown on its drum line. Tamir, like, Scream just, like, literally just losing her mind and going suicidal.
Yeah, we're hearing that.
And we're gonna hear the alternate version of that coming up in a second here.
I'll kill you.
You psycho. Way to go, Trigger.
So would this have gone faster if you didn't bring the laser beam?
Maybe.
That's a hit. We got the bat.
Take that, asshole.
Although, the laser really shines in the alternate version of this fight, so...
Unidentified aircraft, eject. Eject now.
Just go to heaven. So I'm gonna be on the moon again, and I'm gonna read a friend. 3 strikes. 3 strikes.
Caution.
The Bat's blip has disappeared from our radar. At that altitude, it likely has crashed.
Serves them right. Yes. The problem has been eliminated.
So that was kind of fucked up.
Just
Mission
a little bit.
accomplished.
Do you feel like a hero yet?
Oh, fuck yes.
Did make for a good sideshow. I have no doubt that the plan to save 10 million lives will lead Erusea to true victory. Stop thinking so small. It's salvation on a far grander scale.
Well, that doesn't sound ominous or anything.
The plan is literally
Yep. So anyways, let's rewind that a tiny bit. And see what happens if you take Scream out first. Also just the beautiful irony of him screaming the word scream.
Projectile detected. 10 seconds to contact. Don't let the enemy's emotions make you lose your cool.
I don't pity him, not one bit.
Has it gone into the different mix yet? Because it sounded a little funkier, but maybe it just wasn't as...
It takes a little while to pick up, but basically, yeah, the rage mix of this, just like the electric guitar very quickly begins to overpower all the other instruments in the band, and yeah, it just reflects the fact that, like, true to his name, once you kill his sister, Rage goes into an absolute just murderous rage trying to kill you.
Let's finish this once and for all, Trigger. How dare you!
I do appreciate that they have 2 instances for that.
Yeah, it's always nice when a game does do that.
Yeah. Like, especially the musical touch. Because, like, you can have a split path type of thing, you know, kill one, then, or, you know, do one, then the other, or a result. It's like Ornstein and Smoke, but, like, the music doesn't change for them depending on who you kill first, I don't think. Just the mechanics of it.
Yeah. Because, like, yeah, this game has, like, all sorts of contingencies to it that, like, most people will, like, never see over the course of their, like, hell, even, like, multiple playthroughs through it. Because, like, it requires, like, sometimes, like, such precise gameplay to it.
Mm-hmm. I know you're with me. I'll kill you.
Target hit. Target hit.
Also, how can you tell I'm playing this on the PC version?
That's a hit. We got the bat.
Take that, asshole. Scream.
I too one day want to die in such a rage that just physics breaks around me.
See, if you really wanted to prove you were playing it on the PC version, you would have replaced the pilot with Hatsune Miku.
There actually is a Hatsune Miku skin for one of the planes.
Oh, I don't mean the plane, I mean the actual fucking pilot.
Unidentified aircraft, eject. Eject now.
I gotta catch up to her.
Anyway.
Mission accomplished twice.
Hey, chill. Fusion, stand down. Sit.
Shit, my cola.
Okay.
There's there's the real most tragic death in this video.
The real casualty.
The mission was a complete success.
Complete success, my ass.
Brigadier General, it sure seems to me like the bats knew you pretty damn well.
You seem to be confused. Report in for a medical check. We'll decide if you're still fit for service based on the examinations. Cut it! That's enough! Get the MP!
He's right. Get the MP.
Vice Chairman Edwards of the Joint Chiefs of Staff?
The Alicorn slipped into Anchorhead Bay after the mission was completed, using the confusion for cover. It resupplied quickly and escaped unharmed. Their goal was not to join forces. It was to resupply using the window we created by chasing away the Erusian forces. We did their bidding, albeit unknowingly. But the problem runs deeper than our lack of tactical acumen. Analyst North, explain for us.
Of the crew caught in the submarine accident, 330 men made it back alive. Of them, 300 are still in the sub today. Our intel has led us to believe that some or all of the 30 men who left the sub are now working as agents for the Alicorn. Sabotage, espionage, cyber propaganda, dissemination of false intel. Brigadier General, do you recognize the name Edgar Saxon, or Zool, as he used to go by? He is a former member of the Alicorn's crew, and your source of intel.
You are a fool, Brigadier General Clemens. Not only that, the radio communications during the mission suggest you are a traitor.
Sir, if you check with Lieutenant General Shepard, you'll understand that this is all just a misunderstanding.
The Lieutenant General claims you were responsible for handling all aspects of the mission. Now, let me say that again. Get the MP.
No need for that. Piece of shit.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. Plot, I guess?
Yep.
I'm glad to perform my duty here with irreverence.
We've acquired important intel from the mission. For example, the shells from long-range anti-air fire came in on depressed trajectories. Look, the estimated energy output of the railgun is 500 megajoules at least. Fired at minimum energy trajectory, range is over 3,000. They hit a powerful rail cannon aside from their main guns.
It's almost like Stonehenge. A mobile Stonehenge.
And also, this. The Alicorn was in harbor at Anchorhead for approximately 10 minutes. They couldn't have loaded SLBMs. They loaded something smaller.
Smaller?
What is smaller and yet a powerful weapon?
Tactical nukes.
Close. The answer is tactical nuclear shells.
Nuclear shells?
No way.
Hey, he got that question right.
Nah, I missed the shell part.
Quiet.
They'll likely attack our bases on the East Coast.
Their target's ORED, the Ocean capital.
They want a nuclear war?
Here's a question. What's a situation where nuclear deterrence doesn't work?
Quiz guy, I've had enough of this.
Oh, only if terrorists have the nukes.
Correct.
Damn, Scald.
Hey, I'm good at trivia games.
But we're after an Erusian submarine, not terrorists.
No, he's right. HQ tells me Erusia's justification is that the Alicorn mutinied. As such, the Erusian military cannot be held responsible for the submarine's actions.
Damn.
So they intend on dropping a nuke on the Ocean capital of ORED.
Here's a question for you, analyst. Just exactly who are we fighting?
Correct term is terrorist, or irregular military, but I have a different name for them. An enemy to be stopped at all costs.
Correct.